Hello everyone, this is Bloons here, and welcome to the channel. Today we are here against what appears to be a skilled opponent, Drakon, on the map Castle Ruins. We are using the strategy Striker Jones, Bomb Shooter, Glue Gunner, and Monkey Village. Usually I start off by putting Striker Jones first because he's pretty good at handling early game, and it allows me to just focus on my Bomb Shooter after when I put it down. So instead, I would probably have to do the bottom two upgrades for the Bomb Shooter, and then I would have to wait to put down Striker Jones. As you can see here, our opponent has DJ Ben, so it looks like he's using the meta strat here with the Dartling Gunner as well. In today's video, we will be showcasing strats that can be used to defeat Dartling farm users, and also just any strategy that includes Dartling as the main early game defense. Typically, on most maps, the Bomb Shooter cluster is good enough to defend pretty much every early game rush, and if you have any kind of trouble, you just get up the recursive cluster, and that pretty much solos everything. The only problem that you ever see with the recursive cluster is sometimes ceramics and fortified ceramics can cause problems, but there's other ways that you can use the bomb to mitigate these issues. Okay, now that we can see that he is indeed using Dartling Farm, we can get to the strategy that you should or can use to defeat an opponent. They normally will start off with their powerful darts upgrade, and I am a big supporter of early game Space Eco. Not only does Space Eco allow you to save up money early game for necessary upgrades, but it also allows you to save up money for brushes. As you can see, he just used his DJ Ben ability because he's trying to greed for his farm. So, a common trend when you're playing against farm users is they always try to greed for their farms so that they get the monies early from the next round. So you need to punish them for greeding. A lot of the time, I don't even allow my opponents to greed. I'll just send the necessary things to make them upgrade to the next level right away. So like right here you can see usually a powerful darts upgrade can't handle all out yellow, so I send them all out yellow and it makes them get a second Dartling. All these necessary rushes cause your opponent to get upgrades, which takes away money from their farms. And if you look back to my side, you can see I'm struggling a little bit with the blacks because this map, Castle Ruins, is not good for the cluster, or at least I don't have the best cluster spot. Comment below your best cluster spot, and I was thinking, I had an idea for a video. It would be the best spots for different types of monkeys on each map. So like the dart monkey with the spike balls, which spot would be the best for straight lines on certain maps, and I think that's a really good idea for a video. It would be cool to show people how they're not using the best spots. So now that he has two Dartlings, the next rush would be lead, obviously, because he can't do lead without his Hydro Rocket Pods, which he got up pretty easily. Something that a lot of people don't know actually is that Dartling Gunner actually isn't that good at doing purple balloons. So a lot of the times, if it's a map that's a little different from this one, maybe a smaller map, I will send Purple Rush 2 when they get their Hydro Rocket Pods. Or you could just send Rainbow since he has DJ Ben, and looks like his farms are doing kind of decent, we'll just wait for mobs and we'll send them some mobs. But with the change to the Monkey Wall Street, it makes it a lot harder to get that up earlier on. So anything you can do to delay that helps a lot. And so going forward, that's what we're going to focus on. I'm going to go ahead and put another bomb shooter down here. This will be my mauler. Let's mobs start coming out. Set to strong. I think I'm going to send him a ceramic rush right here. Let's see what he does. Boosted. And he used DJ Ben's ability, so we're going to go ahead and re-rush him here. Right when it pauses. And maybe boost. Let's see if we can get some boosts here. We did. We got some boosts here. Nice. Down to 83. I don't know if I want to send another ceramic here. I think we'll wait for the modes. His farms. He doesn't do nothing too well with farms. Got a mauler up. I usually do bottom path maulers because if they send multiple modes, get some splash damage. And it doesn't look like he went bottom path. Maybe he doesn't mention for his third tower. Upgrades. He added 2 more darlings. Maybe we'll get some wins here. Is that game? Oh my gosh, did you guys see that? His life didn't even go down. I guess that was some desync there. Okay. He's selling the darlings, so when someone does that, you just need to send them the same exact rush again because they're trying to save up for their farms, but they're losing money if they end up selling it, and they're gonna have to rebuy it the same upgrade that they just bought. So, okay, looks like we got up his rocket pods. He hasn't cracked the second one. Is the second one gonna get through? It's gonna get through, and that's a GG. On to the next game, boys. Okay, for this next matchup, we are against G Wiz on the new map Star. We're using the same combination as last game. I don't know what G Wiz is coming with, though. We're going to put down Striker, and he's starting off with Ace. I've seen a bunch of different cluster spots on this map. Some people go in the bottom triangle, some people go in the top triangle, but I like to go in this middle triangle. The reason for this is the targeting doesn't reach. You never want your cluster to reach for the balloons that are going past so that it has the biggest area to attack. So whenever it goes to reach for the balloons going out the right side, it'll still be covering the entire middle. So he already leaked here, but he has Ben. We're going against a Ben again, so he can get those lives back. So as we can see here, we're going against another Darkling player. So we can use our strategies to counter what he has going on here. Like I said in the last game, I always just go with Space Eco because it allows me to have some money saved up to go for upgrades and to rush, like I said before. Also lets me get my tower earlier so I can, because you see like how the tower placement is tough on a lot of maps Gives me time to be able to place out my tower. I don't even have to upgrade it right away to get my camo detection, but I can at least place it so that I don't have to worry about that later on. So I'm not exactly sure what our opponent G-Wiz's plan is in this game here. Ace isn't typically a late game tower unless it has some kind of buff. I've played a few games with Ace in randoms where I'm using tower, and with the homeland defense, Ace is actually pretty good. It shreds bads. But obviously the Dartling Gunner has the MAD, which is good for late game. So we'll see what his third tower is here, and we'll see what we think he's going to be doing and what his plan is. But as of right now, we're chilling, sending blacks. We have around 550 eco and 2,000 cash. I'm thinking my plan here is when mobs come out, we send a mob and we see what he does accordingly. But as of right now, we're just going to keep getting up our defense. You could see how good the cluster is in the spot. It's shooting back, but it's also just getting the stuff in front too. So I'm going to go ahead and get Raider Scanner here. And if we look on his side, it looks like he got powerful darts up. So he's not really struggling with blacks, but we'll just keep working on our side. I like upgrading the top path to my tower early because once I start putting down maulers, they do a lot more damage than you would think. And it allows me to put down less maulers going forward. So this bomb shooter over here will be another cluster. I'm just trying to get the right spot down. Oh, you see, you sent me a little rush. Wasn't good enough, buddy. My cluster spot is too cracked. If he sends us another rush, we're still good. But I can get this recursive at any point if I need to. That's going to be the space eco. So we're still good here, but I'm feeling like he might be saving up for a bigger rush. So I'm just going to go ahead and get my second cluster up. I like having a cluster at that top spot on this map because a lot of times the mob will get popped around the middle and then some ceramics could end up leaking out. Okay, so he finally put down his third tower and we can see that it is Spike Factory. Spike Factory isn't really good early game, but for the middle to late rounds, Spike Factory is really good, especially with the new buff that they added, top path. So I'm thinking we'll still send out some mobs when they come out and see how he handles it, and depending on how he handles it, we'll see what we have to do to take him down. So we'll just continue to keep our eco up a little bit here, and then once reinforced mobs come out, I think we'll send one, or a couple maybe. Okay, here we go. Now we'll send some reinforced. I'll send one to start with. See what he does. Looks like Ben hacked this one. So we do want the ceramics to come out of the mob because that will get rid of the spikes. Looks like Ben hacked it again, so we're gonna have to end up sending another one, I think, and maybe send some blacks with it so that Ben can't hack it. That's a strategy. I don't know if everyone knows. If you send blacks with a mob, sometimes he hacks the balloons instead of the mob. So now he's using his ability, Okay, that's fine. So this is the AI one. Get our Mauler up. Show that pretty easily. Use our ability on the ceramics. Okay, so I guess we're just gonna wait for the ZMG here, and then we'll send them. I don't think we need to send a reinforced one. We'll see how he handles that. One common mistake I see is people using the powerful darts upgrade with their Hydra rocket pods. You really do want to do top path when you do that, because you can see how spread out his gunner is, and so then when he uses the rocket storm, that's also going to be spread out. So he got up his spike balls, and I'm not sure if this is going to be enough defense for him. The ceramics, it's perfect. That's the ceramic round. Just pushing through his spikes. If you can see on our side where I don't have an issue, I guess we'll be okay. So I'm gonna send him one more just to make sure he dies here. Just popped it. He got a spike storm, and he looks like he's building up another spike storm on top. Let's see if he does. Yeah, this is gonna be a GG. If you like what you saw, please like, comment, and subscribe. I will be producing more content soon.